All right, I'm sitting here with Megan Roberts, teacher at the high school here. And so, Megan, the first question I'll ask you is, what is your current position at this high school, and how long have you worked at this site in teaching?
I'm a teacher, and I teach special ed and English because I have 2 credentials. So I teach 4 classes in the special education setting, and then I do a Gen Ed Collab English class, and I teach sophomores and juniors. And they are diploma-bound students who receive special education services. And this is my 11th year.
Awesome. And when did you first hear about the idea of using Chromebooks in the classroom, and from whom?
I'm trying to remember. So it's been a few years. I don't know exactly how many, honestly. Hold on. You guys, I need you not to play the music just today because he's trying to record stuff for a paper he has to write. Thank you. We can talk, but just the music interferes. Thank you. So it started off with, there were a few, probably 4 or 5 years ago, there were like Chromebook cards on campus, and certain places got them. We did not.
You as in?
Like special ed.
Okay.
It was just kind of a trial to a few classrooms, I think. But then it was, I just know our department coordinator, I believe, I was asking too. I said, wait, some people have Chromebooks, those would be really cool. So it started off with English classes. And not all classes, but English classes got them to share. Mm-hmm. And other teachers could use them, but primarily the English classes got them. So we had like this big cart with Chromebooks, and we would share them with English teachers in our department and other subjects as they needed them. It was just that for some reason English was getting priority, right? Okay. And I think part of that was because you know how everything goes in and out with waves of what's important.
Sure.
And it was like right across the curriculum. It's always something. So anyway, I think that was the reason that English kind of got the... And then we started getting like more Chromebooks on a cart for our department. I think it was true for other departments as well. I'm not sure. And then so that there were less of us that had to share those. So I think it was last year. I think it was the year before. Like 2 years ago, another English teacher and I, he and I pretty much were able to just the 2 of us for the most part could share the car. So we go back and forth. We try to figure out who needed to do what. And then last year, we got our own. And I don't know if that was just English teachers because but now I think. And then this year, I came into a room at the beginning of the year, and I had that nice little setup of all new Chromebooks. So this is the second year that I've had my own set.
Gotcha.
But I even got new ones, and not on a big cart, like nice docking station.
Just in cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So it's kind of been a process,
Sure. So what would you say were your initial perceptions and thoughts that when you first heard that the teachers were using or they started using Chromebooks and that finally headed your way?
I was so excited because our students is this school, I want to say it's something like 78% poverty. Last I looked anyway. So a lot of my students don't have technology. And so it was just so limiting,
Sure.
And because the students in my classes tend to be really, really, really struggling students, they don't care if they turn in homework.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's not important to them. It's not like the AP student. There's not that internal motivation.
Sure.
And so, if it's not done in class, whereas the kid who's an AP student who may not have internet at home will stay after school. And go. We have tons of tutoring and stuff here. We had it available after school, but my students wouldn't. So I was happy because I felt it opened up doors for students that had limited opportunities outside of school.
And what was your reasoning? What do you think was the primary reason that the school started using Chromebooks in the class?
We were in AYP. They're always trying to, we were WOXY week. I think we had like a 3-year review on the WOXY. Not WOXY, that's special ed. WASC. Technology's huge. So, plus we have huge funds from Title I. So, it can be paid for. But I think that all of those things, right, are things that you kind of already in trouble.
Sure.
Or, they're always trying to close. The big thing in our school always is trying to close the gap between the Vietnamese, because the school is primarily Vietnamese and Hispanic.
Sure.
Trying to close the gap, which is a national gap. You know what I'm saying? But
no, yeah.
But you get hit in that AYP because of it too. So I think they felt. I'm guessing that's one of the reasons too, right? Because those are all the things that would get dinged on in WASC. And I think that became, I don't know because I didn't look into it. I don't have a Chromebook at home. I have laptops. And my own children always had a laptop. So I don't know, but I think it seemed like it became more readily available and were a lot less expensive than computers. Because we used to have like 3 computer labs that the whole school shared.
Right.
You'd have to book it. It was not easy. Oh, and there were computers in the library. So I think that it became, but they're like way less expensive, I think, than desktops or laptops.
And did you have any role in the implementation process, or these were just dropped off for you, right?
Yep. Only thing I did do was fight to get a fight, but basically went to my department coordinator and said, how come SPED doesn't have?
Because you wanted those resources.
Why don't we have them? Our kids need them. Spell check, things like that. We got to help them learn. So, and then she went to Title I and said, hey, and then said, okay, yeah, we'll get you a cart, and then we got another, and it's that kind of thing.
Sure.
But I had nothing to do with them.
Okay.
Other than that.
Great.
And this year I just walked into that and I was like, go Dana, thank you, or whoever was responsible. A bunch of us, I think, got new Chromebooks this year.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Did you personally do any type of research on Chromebooks after you got them, saying like, hey, I wonder how I can use this, or was it you just kind of use it?
No, I don't know how I knew. Like, I don't know who told me, but I knew that you can't do any word processing, that you have to do everything through Google Docs. In other words, you can't, there's no word or anything on it, like, I knew the